right, y'all, we're gonna get right into it. You're gonna come on this journey with me on trying to get a jumbo braid with my 4C hair. So let's get right into it. And as you can see, my hair is dry like the Sahara, so I'm just gonna put some water in it, make sure I can, manage it a little bit better, because when it's dry, it's a little bit harder to manage. So once I feel like my hair is soaked enough, then I take some leave-in conditioner. This is just a regular leave-in conditioner from African Pride. I take a good amount and just rub it through my hair. And I'm not necessarily trying to moisturize it, I guess you would say. This is more me making my hair manageable. And it's a lot easier to work with if it's a little bit wet and it has product in it. So now I'm just going to section the top portion of my head, because this is where my part will be. So what I like to do is just section the top part and then hold that or clip that away until the very end of the video, because that's where I'm gonna have most of the, I guess, heavy duty gel. So once I have that part all nicely parted, then I'm going to pin it away and work on the rest of my hair. Alright, so now we're gonna get into the heavy duty stuff. So I don't usually like to use a comb to part my hair because I feel like it causes a lot of breakage. So I use my fingers and just part a section in the back that I can work with, and then I try my best, as you can see, to clip the rest of my hair up. So what I'm gonna do is take some Jam Extra Hold, and that's just like a conditioning gel. It's not really a gel to hold anything down, or at least for me it doesn't help to hold anything down, but because it's so conditioning, I like to have it inside of my hair. So I go ahead and put some in that section and just do a faux ponytail, and then I move on to the next section and basically do the same thing. Honestly, that's just gonna be repetitive, except throughout the video I do like to use my detangling brush. So I use that every once in a while once I get closer to the top, because at the top is where I want it to be the easiest to lay down. So when your hair starts to getting dry a little bit more, you're just going to spray some more water, and you're going to take your jam just like before and then put it through that section of hair. And like I said earlier, jam is not really a gel, to be honest. It's more like a thick moisturizer to me. And if you read the cover, it does say conditioning and shine gel. It doesn't say anything about slapping it down for hours, So it is going to be a little bit repetitive from this part on until I get to the very top. So I'm just going to fast forward through this part so we can get to the top. Alright, so now this is the last row before we get to the top, and as you can see, I just made sure to get all my hair back. So now I've laid most of my hair down, and I'm just making like a fake ponytail, I guess you would call it, just to prepare my hair. And this is where I start using the heavy duty, is what I call it, but it's got to be gel. The reason why I only use this at the top is because it's so strong and I don't want my hair on the inside to break. I don't know if it would break my hair, but I'm just staying on the safe side, So I'm going to rub some of that in my hair, and I'm using the soft bristle side because this is still going to be in the inside of my hair and I don't want to be rough. And this is where we get into the top. So I'm going to just part my hair down the center. You could do a side part, you could do a backwards part, whatever works for you, but I'm just doing it down the center. Okay, and I don't know about y'all, but parting my hair is so hard. Anyways, this is what we're working with. So then I put some water through my hair. I am gonna also take some of that jam because it's so conditioning and I don't want my hair to dry out because of the gel. So Once it's in there nicely, then I take more of that got to be and I just run it through my hair. And this is the part where I kind of want it to be saturated and have a lot of gel in there because I want to make sure that my hair stays down. So once the gel is nicely run through there, then I take my brush and I just comb it through. This is just making sure that all the gel has, I guess, gotten between my strands so I know that it'll lay down. So once everything is all nicely brushed out, this is where we get into the laying part, I guess you would call it. So I take one side of my hair, I brush it out, and I make sure that when I brush it out, I also pull it. Once I pull it, I take my hair clip and then I just place it in there and make sure that it's secure. Of course, it's not going to be tight because I haven't brushed it. I'm just getting my hair prepared for what I want it to look like. And listen, trying to get your hair on a ponytail with 4C hair is not the easiest, especially when it's shorter. So this was a struggle, but we made it through. If you keep watching, you'll notice it's looking real bumpy and dumpy and mumpy, but you gotta wait till the end to see what it turns out like. Cause y'all, this right here was a struggle, but we made it through. So next time if I was to do this, I think it'll be a lot more easier. Alright, so I know it's looking rough. It's looking rough. Even me watching, I'm like, girl, what is that? But it's gonna take time, you know. It's not something that's easy, especially working with 4C hair. You gotta just give it a little bit more love and take your time. And my hair is still not in the tightest ponytail, so that is why everything is sort of coming out. Oh my gosh, y'all, I was swatching foundation, so if you see a red dot on the side of my face, oops. But anyways, where was I at? Yes, got to be glue. We finna put got to be glue in our hair. And we finna slick this down. We finna slick, like Slick Rick. Just slick it down. This time we're using that hard bristle that bristle brush. Okay, yes, so there I go again. Taking out the ponytail because like I said, it's not tight. But once I feel like it's in a position where I can, you know, finish it and really slick it down, that's when I tie it up. And I feel like this is where I was like, okay, it's coming along, so let me just make sure that it's tight. So I go ahead and do my final ponytail because I know I've done billions. Final ponytail, and this is where we take more of that got to be and just slap it on. We just slapping gel on. Slap, 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 slap. And this will literally have your hair in one position for a whole week. I do my hair like this once and then it lasts for the whole week for work and I don't even have to touch my hair. And if it starts looking a little bit crusty, I just spray some water on it and then tie it down. But yeah, now I'm gonna get into my baby hairs. So we're just gonna do a little swoop-de-whoop. Nothing too major, you know, just a little swoop-de-whoop. I'm trying to get into what the young girls are doing. Yes, honey, get them sideburns, take them out. They're non-existent, but we making it work. Period. Yes, honey, slick it down. I'm slicking. Whoa. All right, we got it. As you can see, the sideburns were still not acting correct. So I had to just make something shake and work with it. I tried to do some twisty woos. That didn't work. So then I was like, let me try to do a little slick, you know, a slick lay down or something. And I think this is where I was like, all right, I'm giving up. It is what it is. The hair I'm using is called Speetra Miracle Fiber hair. It's just like regular braiding hair. I got it from the beauty supply store. And this one is already pre-stretched, so I don't have to worry about the bottom looking too bulky because it'll go into like that V shape already. Okay, so I've taken the hair out of the package and I'm just kind of preparing it for how I want to wear it. Now, I hate working with braiding hair because it just gets everywhere, so I just try to be quick about it. And I didn't want my braid to be too thin, but I didn't want it to be too thick either. So I used one of these, I guess you would call them bundles, even though they're not. I used one of these bundles and I took half from the other one and added it to what I was gonna use for my braid. Once I get that together, I just make sure that the hair kind of runs smoothly. All right, so now we're gonna make our ponytail. So you're just gonna need a hair tie. You put it through the center and roll it up. So before I actually put the ponytail on, I'm going to try my best to braid my hair as best as possible. And once it's nicely braided, then I will wrap it around and pin it down in the back. Alright, so once you've kind of wrapped your hair around and made a little bun, then I go ahead and take the hair, and this is where we're going to place our ponytail. So you're just going to put it on like a regular ponytail, make sure it's on there secure, and then I flip it to the other side, and then I just go ahead and start braiding it. I know y'all are like, girl, your hair is still lumpy, this does not look right. It will, or it does look lumpy right now, but once you put your headscarf on at the end, the gel helps it to melt and stick to your head, so it does kind of look lumpy right now. Alright, so this is where we start to get to pinning. So you're going to wrap the braid around the very top. And once it's there, then you're going to pin all the sides of the braid. So this is what we're working with right now, y'all. Not quite done yet. All right, and last but not least, we're gonna add one more slap of gel on there. And this really helps to secure everything down before you put your headscarf on. So then you take your headscarf, you make sure you wrap it around, get all the sides in there. And make sure that when you put it on, it's tight. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so we're here for the final reveal. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take off the scarf, and when I take it off, you'll see that I didn't wait long enough, so there'll be a little bit of residue from gel. But all you really need to do is get a spray bottle and just put some water on there and it should go back to normal. All right, y'all, this is what it looks like. Rate me out of 10. Did I get a 2 out of 10, 5 out of 10 for effort, or 10 out of 10? Please don't do me dirty. I really tried. It was a struggle, but you know, I got it done. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, just let me know in the comment section, and I'll be happy to answer them for you. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.